Starting off with some Halloween goodies, I'm dropping even more Chainsaw Man Roblox accessories with Power's horns. You can choose the normal base form or the Blood Devil big ones from the movie, but they come in a bunch of different colors. Also for the manga readers, we got the Cosmo themed hair, face, brain, eyeball, and Halloween stuff, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, there's even more anime and manga stuff coming soon, and check it out in the link down below. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and it's about time for Hallowtide 2025. Today we got a pretty massive event for Deepwoken with our second large destination on the Verse 3 timeline, and it's about to get spooky. I'll do my best to display everything I can with the basic information, but there's gonna be some more in-depth guides and showcases very soon. As always, hop in game for yourself to see what's up and test everything new. Make sure to like and subscribe since I'm super close to 120k, and let's get into it. Beginning our Hallowtide 2025, let's talk about the event stuff before we get into the special content for the game that's kinda unrelated. So, with some basic information, this is Hallowtide Week 1, launching on Halloween, and it's gonna last for another week as well, making 2 weeks in total for the event. Make sure to log on and don't miss a thing. As you'll notice when you hop into the game, the luminants are festive just for the event, and there's a lot here that's new and familiar to players. Each town has a fully decorated setup, and there's even massive changes to the world that are pretty spooky. Many of the event locations stay the same, with several portals around the map that lead to the Pumpkin Survival Dungeon, and of course our pumpkin friend that teleports us up into the Floating Keep. In the Etrian Luminant, it's stayed at Vigils, and in the Eastern Luminant, it's near the Great Hive Aratel, but talk to this and get to the hub. Teleporting up to the Floating Keep, there's a ton of special NPCs and vendors that can provide you with expensive items that are always going to be worth picking up. Lysander, the Lifeborn in the middle, is the main man of this event, giving you the rundown on how to collect joy, and he sells cosmetics, the Hallowtide racial variant, and medals for each year. You can use these medals at blacksmiths to redeem event items anytime you want during the year, so it's always going to be worth picking up for 2025. Glaive, another important merchant, has everything you need for weapons, mantras, and even enchants, so don't skip out on him. Additionally, from last year, Old Head Spellheart sells special Hallowtide songs and instruments that are really cool. Joy, the main currency of this event, is earned by crafting a mask and interacting with NPCs, and farming the survival pumpkin event where you avoid being infected. That's just the basic breakdown on the returning features from the previous years, but of course for Hallowtide 2025, there's new stuff that we can earn that's been added along the way. With a new item that's going to be very valuable and great for collectors, we have the Goodie Bag. These items are consumable relics that can be popped to obtain anything available from the Hallowtide pool, and can even provide rare items from Transaction, the merchant's list of wares. These are pretty awesome since it's legit just free loot, but they're limited for a set time. If you don't open your goodie bags within a certain time frame, you'll have to wait again, but this means we can stock them up for the years to come. If you wanted to, you could even keep the goodie bags until next year to get those items, and that's what gambling's all about. They're really fun, and I hope we see even more of these for other Deepwoken seasonal events. You'll notice they also provide some interesting candy, which doesn't do much for gameplay, but they're small seasonal food that's just for fun. There's a bunch of interesting variants here, and I think they're cool. Another solid tool that's found inside goodie bags is the new Nocturnal gem. Holding this out, it looks unique, but its gameplay is pretty different compared to the rest. After slapping somebody with a mantra that has this, there's a delayed activation, spawning a proc of damaging bats on your target. This is the only deep gem that deals damage on hit, and it's festive as well. One of the new weapons offered for Hallowtide 2025 is the Smoldering Hollow Heavy Great Cannon. At a first glance, this thing is a giant decorated cannon with a huge pumpkin head, and it looks really clean with enchants. The normal behavior of this weapon is pretty simple with normal M1 effects, but it elevates a lot with the critical. Instead of just a single explosive shot, the Smoldering Hollow shoots a burst of burning bat pumpkin bombs, igniting any one hit. Just like any of the other great cannons in the game, a lot of setup is required to confirm all of these shots, but it's fun to use. Next up, with another Hallowtide weapon, we got the Medium Spear Weaving Web. The appearance of this weapon is honestly one of the most unique in the entire game, with a glowing spider theme, and it even has special animations for the idle and M1s. So surprisingly, this is considered a spear option, but it hardly functions as one with the M1 attacks. The critical here does 0 damage entirely, but it makes the player into a summoner, conjuring up a mini Widow NPC NPC that's gonna attack other people. The spider is fairly tanky and does passive damage, and it's gonna be crazy if you stack on other attacks. Personally, I kinda think that the gameplay of this weapon is very simple, and the spider could probably be more of a status application instead of a damage dealer, but trust me, I think people are gonna use this. Moving on to our Hallowtide cosmetics, we got some outfits that are kinda peak coming from Rogue Lineage. With the Oni armor, it does have a different name, we can now become Big Hoss in Deepwoken. This provides a new talent called Demon Step, just like Rogue Lineage. With this active ability, we can press this in our hotbar like a mantra, gaining iframes and draining ether, while also increasing our posture buildup when used. You can spam this to get out of really bad situations, but it does have a cost. This is cool, and it's a good reference. We also have the Necromancer armor from Rogue, and this is clean. This is straight out of Rogue Lineage, just like the rest, and it has a talent too. With the talent Life Leech, your summons now heal you every single time they deal damage, and this is nice. This can happen with a ton of different things, but it works well with the spider staff that just got added. Besides this, we also have the Faceless armor, and it's kinda busted. This armor grants us the talent Bane, and if you know, you know. Just like from Rogue, we can teleport to the nearest targets with our M1s, but this time it's a little bit more reactable. As you can see, this works with any weapon, and it's just classic Rogue Lineage nonsense. As some bonus 3D equipment, there's also a few neck accessories that we can pick from. With the crawling necktie, this is a cool spider-themed tie option, and it's simple and festive. There's also the Death's Head necktie, which has some pretty cool autumn themes with a bug moth design, and yeah, it's subtle and cool. Besides all the Hallowtide content, there's a few bonus tweaks that are very exciting and honestly worth checking out. So with some visual setting additions, we have some options to play with that make things easier for content creation. So for starters, there's now a toggle to display the player list, completely freeing up the right hand side of your screen when on, and that's good, it gets rid of it. Also, streamer mode is another toggle that hides the server name, region, and uptime, and that's really good. This is great and assists a ton of people, including myself, and I'd assume that even more quality of life is coming in the future. Surprisingly, with a small update to STARKINDRED, they received a new talent to make up for the increasing nerfs to mobility. With the talent Ichor Imbuement, using STARKINDRED mantras while your wings aren't active increases the output heavily. The wording of this is a bit strange, but if you activate your wings with a mantra, which is usually slower to do, the potency of that attack is much higher. Although this is a straight up buff for all things STARKINDRED, in reality, I don't see this being too useful. Anyway, leave your own thoughts down below about this. Additionally, with a new talent for ARCWARDER, we have a talent called Arc Module Enhance. So simply inside of the Arc suit, we deal extra damage with Arc Mantras. These are pretty weak normally, and this is a decent buff, but what's kinda insane about this ARCWARDER rebalance is that Arc Beam now removes posture from the user whenever it's used in the Arc suit, and it's kinda nuts if you spam this with Arc Wave. Wrapping things up for this update, that's all I gotta say for now. Please leave your thoughts down below about all this new content, and hop in game for weekly Battle Royale. The devs are always asking for feedback, and this helps them out. Thanks once again to all the supporters who motivate me daily and directly help out this channel. If you want to join as a member, go down below, but besides that, my personal Discord, Guild Discord, and my UGC group are all linked, so check them out. Thanks once again, and make sure to like and subscribe.